We got a 2006 Jeep Liberty four-wheel drive with four-wheel disc brakes. We'll show you a couple of things that are going on here with this one. The customer came to me with lots of squealing, grinding in the back upon application. Take a quick look, let you know what's going on. Yeah, I'll put that back down. I'll show you Here's the one brake pad. You can see the big groove in the pad right there, where my thumb is at. That was from the rust on the rear upper edge of the rotor. I'll show you that in a minute. A little bit of brake material left, but rusted right out. You can see the condition of the pad. Throw that over there. That was the outboard pad. This is the inner brake pad. Look at the chunk that's missing. Here, hold it up there. You can see the chunk that's missing there. That's where the rust on the rotor was carving it into. I had to use my screwdriver to get in between here. You can see this mark. The pad basically done. You can see the thickness. The other side's even worse than this side here, so I'll show you the rotor here right now too. See if we can get it about here. Hopefully you can see the rust edge where the brake pad is contacting the rotor, where the rust edge is on. This is the outside of the rotor. I just want to make sure that you guys can see this okay. Take a look at that. You can see where my thumb is there. Oops, it's kind of getting a little bit blurry. But you can see that where the pad was riding on. Also, on the inside here, where the emergency brake shoe contacts on when you pull the emergency brake on. I got the little brake shoes that go on there. The amount of rust in here to get this rotor off was a real pain in the butt. This rotor is done. We're going to get new rotors, new pads. You can see the amount of rust that's inside here. There's your brake, your emergency brake shoe, there and there. Everything's nice and loose. It all tightens up once you put it all back together. Of course, lots of rust in here. So, putting this back together, new rotors, new pads, clean up the surfaces here. This is where the pad will ride on. Okay. A lip, if you will, once it's down inside, if you will. Get rid of this rust. Take a little grinder. Not a grinder. You could use a wire brush. Some emery paper, maybe a heavy grit. This is going to need a real good cleaning. I'm probably going to replace these as well, these shoes, the emergency brake shoes, because they are pretty rusted. There's nothing missing on them. They're not chunked out or anything, which is good. Clean it up. New stuff, put it back together. Got the calipers sitting here, clean that up. Clean up the sliding pins and everything. I'll go around to the other side. Watch for part 2 of the video. Maybe I'll put both videos together, but anyway, you can see what's going on here on the one side. We've already checked the front brakes. They're still got about 50%. The vehicle's got about 118,000 kilometers on it right now. So this is the first set on an 06 vehicle for the rear brakes. So there we go. We'll show you the other side because we're not getting that rotor off too easy here. So there we go for the moment.